This is some level 30 Amon gameplay on Ultimate Vault Hunter, and yeah, we're sitting here on the little freeze axe build. You know, this is the best in-game build. We tested a few of Amon's abilities, right? Respec our skill points, and so this is a level 30 Amon build. And I just felt like the Doomfist build sucked ass. I'm gonna be honest. We even accidentally hit an XP lobby in matchmaking, and it made it to where we became God mode and were able to have everything unlocked at once. I still just felt like it didn't feel strong. None of the Doomfist builds really felt strong. And so, you know, here we are on some level 30 Amon gameplay, doing what we do, right? I did feel like this was one of his best builds. First off, his forward skill ricochets, and you get a couple of drones on spawn of the forward skill. His axes freeze on impact, as you can see. You also can't miss with the axes. So we'll go over the build more in depth later. The weapons and gear is kind of whatever at the moment, right? We are just level 30. As you see, we level up right there. We're finna get some full charge. Still our forward skill, we get the fire and axe drone, as you can see. And then we're finna freeze, and we're finna freeze that too. As well as, boom, throw out a couple nades, pop a heal booster, get up here, run out of combat for a minute, quick little second, freeze that enemy, go ahead, boom, get forward skills, and it will turn out that summoning builds are some of the most OP builds in the game. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that now. It makes sense, but summoning builds are some of the most OP builds in the entirety of Borderlands 4, if y'all are wondering. So you want to try to prioritize, you know, who you go with for the freeze. I do like going for high health armor targets or flyers. You know, it'll knock them down straight to the ground. So he's finna get frozen. We're taking damage. Finna pop Y, heal up again. Keep moving, you want to keep moving. So, what do I think of Amon? I think he might be on tier with Vex. I'm gonna be honest, as you see right there, we're able to automatically make the enemy freeze fall, hit the ground, and then, you know, force some other enemies to us at the same time as we get another axe, and we're just able to, as you can see, even the purple health targets, the iridium special armor targets, you can see it works on them and they still get frozen. Now, to my knowledge, I do believe that bosses will not get frozen, but mobs, and this is in kinda OP. As you see, we get a legendary right there. The Botched Performerator fires high-speed rounds and damaging enemies, has a 30% chance to spawn a homing sticky projectile. So I'm actually finna swap that out for this one. Let's go. Yeah, that other legendary pistol was pretty interesting. But we are here in a vault, and I'll go over the builds quickly. So we are just using, you know, Crucible. Axes will prime enemies and detonate them. and then searing cold as frost axes apply impact. You want elemental damage, you want forge drones, you want all that good stuff. Ice is one of the best elements in the game. I mean, they had to make ice good because ice, believe it or not, ice was replaced for slag, or cryo was replaced for slag. I need to look at my inventory really quick. You know, that's kind of how you want to do this so far. Now, you know, this is kind of insane. I will say that hitting the max XP lobby does make you OP as hell. My Borderlands 4 XP lobby is the most broken XP lobby, right? And I actually have not fight this Guardian, I don't think. I might have just insta-killed him with Vex. But yeah, so we're finna see. It still freezes and slows, actually. I'm surprised. So we're going ahead, firing some rounds off. We don't have no electrical weapon, but we got a cryo. Blue. Okay, so maybe it does work on bosses, I guess. And you can kind of see that, you know, the cryo and slow which it applies is nice. Yeah, I'll say that too. Amon's still able to damage enemies that are underground. As you saw, we still got damage numbers. He was well underground when our thing returns to us, but we still got damage numbers on the return. Which, you know, that's good to know. Pretty nice, right? So, yeah, I just think if you're not using this type of build on Amon, you might be having a harder time on him. You know. So we're just kind of poking, applying our cryo damage, trying to stay alive, throw our nades out. So I will say the Ice Hammer Ordnance thing has a 30-second cooldown, which kind of makes it trash for an option for this build. But you also don't need a Frost Hammer because you have the Frost Axe. So, right, you can get the Shock Sword mixed in there, as you see we have. So we got 3 summons going, really. We're both gonna go down. I need to swap weapons and I have no ammo. Dude's finna get me. Good stuff. So dude apparently just slams these rocks. That's dude's whole moveset, I will say. This is kind of annoying. We're finna get a second wind. Going for my power boosters, and he knows it, so we get a second wind. You can kind of see we're just trying to keep our distance, throw out as many projectiles as possible while doing as much DPS and crowd control at the same time, applying that slow and applying that cryo damage as You can see. Let me know who y'all like best so far. Have y'all played with Vex? Have y'all played with Amon? You know, I played a little bit of Rafa too, but I already knew Vex and Amon were gonna be my go-to. And they're each OP in their own right, right? Like I said, summoning builds, being able to just add those extra units onto the battlefield, right? As we see Forge skill, now we got a Frost, Fire, and Sword drone. Finna heal up real quick right there as we did manage to get hit. Kind of just moving in a circle. So we got him down to one of his health bars. I can go ahead and bring out a radiation SMG here. Pick this up. We're finna get hit by that. That's fine, because I'm finna get the second wind. We're finna go ahead, hit the cryo with the big ability. Another 2 grenades onto him. Finna get blasted as we get the second wind in the same go. I'm really just trying to lay damage down on him. And even finna lie, we're finna get nuked right here. And you see we had like 4 to 5 drones right there. Amon is OP. He might be more OP than Vex in the fact that Amon can actually have, as you just saw, 4 to 5. Wow, even though Vex does get a 4th clone, she can only have 3 maximum. That's all she can have. She can't have that 4th one and bring it out. So, you know, Amon being able to have more than 4 is actually really great in his own right. I guess that's part of being the Forge skill or master, right? So you can see the axes kind of just home in on the targets. They don't get blocked by rocks or anything, you can see, which is really nice. So Forge skill, we'll get another sword, and then Frost Axe too slow. Throw some radiation damage. Try to fly and dodge all those lightning attacks. He's finna pinpoint accuracy, think he's Tom Brady, hit us with one. You know, I'm finna hit him with something too though. We're almost finna get it though. Get the second wind. Couple nades out. This is, you know, just unedited, just raw commentary. We're here fighting the boss alive. We are finna go down, but hey, radiation damage, if you don't have corrosive damage, we are under geared, obviously. We're just trying to show off his main build and abilities, which we are using so far. So that's gonna be the level 30 Amon showcase. Frost Axes are OP, and we'll update y'all at level 50. See y'all. Peace.